Hello and welcome to a new video review, this time about the Sightron SIII 6-24x50 long range. The company Sightron is already a quite old company with almost 30 years in existence. It was founded in 1993 in North Carolina in United States. The parent company of Sightron, which is called Kenko Tokina, is located in Japan, and this company has an even longer tradition of optics manufacturing, which goes all the way back to 1957. Sightron also owns two production facilities. One is located in Japan and one in the Philippines, and all of their products are made completely in-house, so they do not outsource any of their production. In the Philippines facility, only entry-level and mid-range products are made, and in Japan only premium products. Now, as you can see, I have two scopes in front of me here, and both have the same magnification, which goes from 6 to 24, but the main difference on these are the turrets. One has tactical turrets and the other one with capped target turrets. And this is also the only thing you can see from the outside. Another difference is that this one has the reticle in the second focal plane and this one in the first focal plane. But more about this later. Now, both of them are from the S3 series of riflescopes, which are premium riflescopes from Sightron, and the S3 series, or all riflescopes from Sightron, are very well known for their price to performance ratio, so you really get a lot for the price you pay. All scopes from this series are target or bench rest riflescopes, and also there are also a few tactical ones in the series. Now, as I said, the magnification goes from 6 all the way to 24, and it has a 50mm objective lens. The outside diameter of this scope is 58mm, which dimension you will need when you calculate the height of the mount, or if you maybe want to use the scope also for hunting and you want to mount a clip-on night vision or thermal device, then you'll also need this dimension for the clip-on mount. The scopes are completely made out of metal, with only rubberized part here on the ocular, so like this. They are completely shockproof, so you can mount them also on very strong recoiling calibers, so like the 50 BMG. They are nitrogen purged, so you can use them also in very cold environment and you will get no internal fogging on the lenses. And they are also completely waterproof, so you don't have to worry when you're out on the rain or similar. The size of this scope is 380mm, and these scopes are very lightweight. They have only 690 grams, which is really lightweight for such a scope. The main tube of this scope is 30mm, and the price point of these scopes depends if you choose the scope in the second focal plane or in the first focal plane. In the second focal plane, the scope costs approximately 1,280 euros, and the first focal plane scope costs 1,460 euros approximately, and you have the option for 40 euros a zero stop with tactical turrets. The warranty is 10 years, and as I said, because these are premium scopes, they are completely made in Japan. The reticle, as I previously said, can be in the first or in the second focal plane, depending which you prefer. And all in all, there are 3 reticle variations available: the MOA2, mil-dot or mil-hash. No matter if you choose the first or the second focal plane rifle scope, both of them do not feature a reticle illumination, so they are mainly designed for daytime use. Now for the construction, as I said, it has only this rubberized piece on the Riflescope, on the ocular, and it features a European style eyepiece, so only this part rotates for the adjustment. The adjustment is very smooth but also quite stiff, so you don't have to worry that the adjustment somehow changes accidentally when you put the scope in the back or in the shooting case. Now for the magnification ring, goes to from the smallest to the biggest magnification in 180 degree. The magnification ring has quite nice finish, so you have quite good grip, I think also with gloves. And this part here is a bit higher, which acts as a really small throw lever. Now for the turrets, as I said, these are tactical turrets, and this turret here is the Parralax turret. It goes from 40 meters all the way to infinity in approximately 180 degree turn. I would prefer a bigger, more rotation, because then you can more easily fine-tune the parallax, but from what I've tested, it's really good, even with 180 degrees, so you can easily fine-tune the parallax to your target. Now for the turrets, as you can see, these are in milliradian, so one click is exactly 1 centimeter at 100 meters. So you have here, maybe you can see, in one rotation you have exactly 5 milliradian of elevation, so 50 centimeters at 100 meters, and the entire elevation of this scope is 23.3 mil if the scope is positioned in the first focal plane, the reticle in the first focal plane. If you choose the second focal plane rifle scope, the adjustment, the internal adjustment is 100 MOA. So first focal plane 80 MOA or 23.3 mil, or second focal plane 100 MOA. And the second focal plane is only available in MOA clicks. Now for the clicks, they feel very good, really positive, and very tactile, and so you can very easily feel and hear every single click. The clicks are also quite hard, so you cannot somehow accidentally move the turret, which I really like on open turret like this. And because you have only 5 mil in one revolution and 23 mil all in all, this is a multi-turn turret, so you can make multiple revolutions with in each direction. Under the turret, maybe you can see here, there are these lines which are the turn indicator, and what I noticed is that the 0 is not on the bottom of the turret. So the lines are mainly designed for if you mount the scope without any inclination, so then the 0 is really there where it is. But if you choose to mount the scope with inclination, so you can shoot at longer distances, the lines will not match in which rotation you are. So if you mount with a 20 MOA base, your 0 will be approximately where the 1 is below the 0. So then the first revolution would be on the 0, second on the 1, and third on the 2. I think this is worth mentioning. This turret does not feature a 0 stop, this one, but the other there is optional a 0 stop, which has like a big knot under the turret, which you can screw to the turret, and then you have screws to lock it. So when you come down, the turret comes to the knot and stops, so you have a 0 stop. A really simple and really easy to operate design. Now the turret is also very easy to zero. You just have to unscrew this screw here, and when you make just one turn, the whole turret rotates freely, so you can just adjust that the 0 is facing forward and tighten the screw. When you make this, the 0 is already set, so really easy. The same is with the Windage Turret. Zeroing is completely the same, and also on the Windage Turret you have 5 mil in one revolution of the turret. Also this turret is a multi-turn turret, so you can go multiple revolutions in each direction. What I don't like on this turret is that the numbers only go in one direction. So here is the 5, and in the opposite direction you have 45 for 45 clicks. So if you go in this direction, so on the right side, you have to count the clicks, or yeah, in this case by 40 you have 10, 35, 15 and so on. I would really like to see maybe smaller numbers, or on the top of these numbers in the opposite direction. Okay, I think this is all about the tactical turrets. And now for the target turrets. Parralax is completely the same, and the target turrets are kept, and under these caps are very nice turrets in my opinion. Also on this turret the clicks are perfect. They really feel really nice. And also this turret is a multi-turn turret. In this case the turret is in MOA, because in the second focal plane only MOA turrets are available. And it's similar than on the tactical model. Also here you have the lines which go 0 is in the middle, and then 3 up and 3 down. So it's the same here. If you mount the scope with inclination, the lines will not match with the turret rotation. Yeah, zeroing is also very easy. You need only a smaller hex wrench, and you have to loosen these 3 screws on the turret. When you do this, also this turret rotates freely and you can adjust the zero that it is facing forward. Yeah, in one rotation with the MOA turret it's 15 MOA of a turn, and yeah, the second focal plane reticle option has 100 MOA of internal adjustment. It's the same with the Windage Turret, also here, 0 in the middle, but for Windage it's normal, and it's the same as on the tactical model. The numbers only go in one direction. I would really like numbers also in the opposite direction. Okay, I hope I covered everything about the turrets. Now for the optical performance, magnification 6-24x50, so a 4 times zoom factor magnification. Lens diameter 50 millimeters, so these scopes are quite bright also in dusk and dawn. The field of view on the smallest magnification is 5.37 meters at 100 meters, and on 24 times it's 1.3 meters at 100 meters. The scope has no tunneling effect, and the eye relief goes from 91.4, so the distance which you need behind the scope to the that you have a clear picture, goes from 91.4 up to 96.5 millimeters. And I noticed that the eye relief is very forgiving, so you can really move around behind the scope and you will still have a clear picture. The same is with the eye box. It is also very good, but a little bit, it is a difference on 24 than on 6 times. So at 6 times it is a better eye box than on the biggest magnification. The image quality, it's very good, especially for the price. The image has really great resolution, edge-to-edge clarity, and also the color accuracy is very good. Now, what do you get with the scope in the box? First of all, you get paper with the reticle, which is in the scope, and with all the necessary data and reticle subtensions about your reticle. Then it depends when your scope was produced. You get either a scope cover made from this neoprene, or where the newer ones come with flip-up covers. Such neoprene cover can also be purchased separately if your scope comes with the flip-up covers. Then sunshade, a cleaning cloth, and the manual, which is only in English, so you can find everything you need to know about the scope in here. Okay, now for a short summary. First of all, what are the positives? The scope has a really good build quality. Everything is very well made. There is no wobbling of a turret or something loose, or let's say a free space, let's say on a magnification ring or something. So very good quality. Optical quality is very good for the price. Clicks on both turrets, tactical or target, are very good. They can be compared even to more expensive rifle scopes on the market. They are audible, tactile, and the zeroing is really easy. I do like that the tactical turret can be fitted optionally with a zero stop. The scopes are very lightweight, they have a really great price to performance ratio, and I do like that they are available in first and in the second focal plane, and they are in mil and MOA. Now, where do I see room for improvement? The illumination. I think it would be great if there would be optional the scope with illumination, because it is a magnification and objective diameter which can be used also for hunting, so that's why an illuminated reticle would be a nice option, I think. Then the parallax. I would like to see that more of the rotation could be used for the fine adjustments. And lastly, the markings on the Windage Turret, because they go only in one direction. So, and if it would be in both directions, would be much better, I think. Okay, all in all, I think the scope is great for target shooting and suitable also for long-range hunting. And the first focal plane model also for tactical style competitions like PRS or similar. This was a short review of the Sightron SIII 6-24x50 long range. If you have any additional questions, click the link below, and if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.